Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new podcast called Help! I'm Stuck in a Podcast! My name is Fraser.
And my name is Kai.
And on this podcast, you can expect to see many things. Wow, that's such a generic intro, isn't it? Such
Good
as
start,
general
Fraser.
chatter,
This is a
life
great
stories.
little thing to start off with.
You're just going to get many things on this, yeah?
You might
enjoy
get
it.
nothing one week, you never know, we'll spice it up a little bit.
We might just say hi and then just do like the 30-minute silence challenge or something. Imagine that, that'd be interesting. How would it
welcome
work?
to the podcast.
I'm already hating it. Okay, never mind. We hope to do this once a week, so keep your eyes peeled. We're based on Spotify. We'll always be on Spotify, so come back here for more podcasts in the future. I'm really excited to start this, Kai.
Yeah? Why?
It's been something that I've had in mind since the start of this year. I approached you saying, yeah, I want to do a podcast this year. It's like a brand new New Year's resolution. And of course, it only took 8 months to get going. It was,
Yeah, only.
yeah, that's procrastination at its finest, though.
We did, like, when we started talking about it a little bit more, we did get straight into it. Like, we got the name and everything in, like, minutes, basically.
Literally, this has all happened over the last week, hasn't it?
Yeah. And now
But
it's like, look where we are now. We've
got our Twitter,
ready.
Stuck in a Podcast, go follow us.
Basically,
And,
BBC.
Wow, come on then, BBC Radio 1, hire us, Greg James, get us on. I mean, that'd be cool, imagine that, getting on
That would
BBC
be
Radio
pretty
1
cool.
as a result of the podcast.
Oh, I'd love to do that. That'd be such
Tell you
a cool
what,
job.
let's make that a goal out of this podcast. Where's this podcast got you? Well, it got us on BBC Radio 1, so we'll see what happens.
There we go. Sorted.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Hit us up. Anyway, so if you don't know us, my name is Fraser. I run the YouTube channel IVexusHD. I have approximately, just over 7,000 subscribers. I'm mainly a YouTube streamer. I upload some real-life content as well as some gaming content every now and then, but mainly a YouTube streamer.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Hello there. My name is Kai. I run a YouTube channel called Kai Ross-Best. And also
you
play
got that
guitar.
name?
Oh, you know what? I think my parents gave it to me, you know?
Oh, wow!
Wow!
Oh, beautiful!
I'm also I was about to say I'm also an instrument. I'm not an instrument. I
I thought you
play
were about to say
instruments.
multi-millionaire.
I am a multi-millionaire. That's why I'm sat here right now. But I also edit for a guy called Jack Sucks at Life on YouTube. You might know him, probably do. You might not, who knows?
We'll see.
And I have about almost 65,000 subscribers on my channel.
He's almost tenfolded me, so if you want to come over to mine, feel free to do so.
Bam!
Get wrecked, Fraser.
Oh no! Not nice! Oh man. You can wreck me next weekend though. Or actually this
what?
weekend now, isn't it? You can wreck me this weekend because
Oh,
we've got
wreck
Insomnia
you!
coming
Jesus
up.
Christ, I did not think you said wreck you.
What do you think I said?
Well, I don't want to say it's a podcast. We want the
Okay.
good ratings, Fraser.
Yes. I don't know how ratings work on Spotify. I think it's just like follow and like.
I think that
You
is
follow
it, yeah.
for more, and then you like it if you like it. But I genuinely don't know.
Oh,
Whatever.
who knows?
But yeah, you can wreck me next weekend because it's Insomnia.
I will wreck you next weekend at Insomnia. Where's Insomnia, Fraser?
Insomnia is held in the NEC in Birmingham. This will literally be my 12th Insomnia.
Your 12th one ever.
My 12th one. I've been to I-49 and then all the way from 55 through to 65 right now.
I guess this is... Well, I went to 51.
Mm-hmm.
51, 52, 53, 54. No, I didn't go to 53. I went to 51, 52, 53. No. 51, 52, 54.
You've had a very
55,
broken
56,
schedule.
57, 58, 59, 60...
You took a break for a little while, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't go to one or two of them. I think I just got a bit bored of it at the time
Mm.
because there wasn't too much happening anymore. So I think this might be my 12th one as well or something like that.
I go for the community mainly. I
Yeah.
think it's a really it's expensive, but it's a really good
It is
excuse to meet up with internet friends and also viewers alike at the same time. So I really like going just for that.
Exactly. I think now that we're older as well and we can do more things there, it definitely makes it a lot more interesting.
Oh, for sure.
Like, for example, we now go to the casino on like a Saturday night.
Oh man, the
I'm
casino.
probably going to go on Thursday as well.
Are you actually going to go on the Thursday as well?
Maybe,
You're going to
I
have
don't
two
know.
different budgets. You could have an overall budget.
Probably an overall that I'm going to spend in one and then say, oh, I'm going to take a bit more out.
Yeah, on Saturday you're going to be like, well, I've already spent my budget. Here's another 50
I don't know.
quid.
My budget's not really a budget this time, but obviously I want to keep it as a budget.
That's
you know?
dangerous.
I mean, I'm going to have a budget. I'm going to say I'm not going over this amount, but like, I've got spare if I really want it.
I'll believe it when I see it, Kai.
I will show you.
Oh, okay, fine. And don't be afraid if it goes slightly missing.
Well, I'm not going to show you.
Oh,
Shush.
alright, never mind then. Anyway, yeah, that happens. I really enjoyed that. I always come out in the red, and Kai literally has came out in the green every single time.
First time in a casino, mwah. That's what I like to say to that.
I think for me, when it comes to casino, like I really enjoy going. I'm really happy when friends win. I think for me, it's not jealousy. It's more a case of, well, why am I not winning? not in a, oh, you've got 300 quid way. Let's just say you won 300 quid, but more of a, oh, you've actually come out in the green. I haven't.
Yeah, I get that. Totally.
But like, I enjoy it at the same time. So the next day, I'm not kicking myself, but it's just on the spot. I'm like, well, I would have liked it. Go to sleep, wake up. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, of course. I think as long as like you're having fun with it, that's what matters. Like if you're not having fun, then it's like don't be there.
Oh, exactly. Like, why would you even be in a casino unless you got an addiction?
Exactly.
Don't gamble.
Well, you say unless you got an addiction. Are you saying we are addicted to the machines in there, Fraser?
Yeah, they're flashy and make cool noises.
That is true, actually. They are flashy and make cool noises.
Yeah, gamble responsibly, kids. I don't know what age or demographics we've got listening to this podcast. It's literally the first ever episode, but gamble responsibly, people. Do it.
Shout out to all our 65-year-olds.
Yeah, boy! They probably gambled like 10k and only won £2.
You never know, they might have. I know someone, I think I told you about this. Someone won a scratch card with $1 million a couple of weeks ago. Did I tell you this?
A couple of weeks ago? No, I haven't known about this.
It might have been a month ago or so.
Oh,
I think I told you.
No, in your area, and it was your dad's friend or something.
It wasn't his friend, it was someone that went into a shop.
That's it.
Yeah. $1 million on a scratch card.
I would love to see that day.
That's like, you don't need to do anything else for the rest of your life, pretty much.
I mean, I think you'd still need to think about it responsibly.
Oh, yeah, of course, but like...
Divide up your winnings to spend over the years if you want to take a break, of course. Inheritance, investments and things like that, because you still want money coming in. You can't just live off $1 million for the rest of your life. Well, but you can put yourself in some comfortable positions.
I think what I'd do is I'd buy 2 houses, one for myself, one to rent out.
Well, yeah, I think that's good, because then you've got money coming in. It's an investment.
Yeah, I mean, and thinking of rent nowadays, like, if you're getting like I don't know, if you've got $1 million, you put like, I don't know, what, 200, 300,000 into a house out of that. And you've still got like 400,000 left after you bought yourself a house as well.
This is why it's so bloody hard to move out, because everyone's doing exactly that, Kai.
Exactly.
There's so many people renting now at such sky high prices, and then they can just drop out whenever and sell the house for, say, well, let's just say it was what it was worth before, plus more, obviously, because
it's always more now.
House prices work. They always go up over time. So it is a side income. I guess you got the maintenance to it as well, but
like overall,
yeah,
I mean,
if I had $1 million, I'd do that.
You're getting like at least half a month's wage every month, probably even a month's wage every month. Just for
we've gone really businessy right now. I think we should try and win.
Why did we get to this?
I don't know. Casino.
God, I started on the wrong subject there. Then we were talking about insomnia.
And then we've gone to the casino, gambling, and scratch cards. But still, though, $1 million would really put you in a comfortable position.
Yeah, like, I don't think you'd need to ever... We didn't need to ever do anything again, really.
I think if I still had $1 million, I think I would still work. I think I'd get a house, pay off a mortgage immediately, so you literally got the house for what it is. Yeah. You've got your bills, obviously, electric, water, insurance, but you don't have your mortgage to pay off every single month. So I think I'd still work, but it'd be a lot more comfortable. Like, your wages coming in, you don't have a massive living expense, because it's only off of your consumables, rather than,
probably, not work as often as well.
Probably, yeah, you could probably do part-time, but, I'm 21, going 22, I haven't even crossed that bridge yet.
You got £1 million as well.
Oh, I mean, imagine that. That would be nice. If anyone wants to sponsor, feel free to do so. I mean, I would happily have £1 million.
Send us a DM on Twitter.
Yeah, at Stuck in a Podcast. Go follow us. Back to the original topic, Insomnia. We really went on a tangent.
We did, didn't we? So when was your first Insomnia?
Oh, my first... Well, I-49 was my first one. How long ago was that now? Was that 2015 or 2014?
Oh, I think it was 2014, because I think I was just in my old school.
It was so long ago, but the reason why I went was because they introduced the Minecraft Expo for the first time, and that's what they called it. It wasn't Insomnia Gaming Festival. Well, it was that, but as a side edition.
Known for Minecraft at that point.
Yeah, it was the Minecraft Expo at the same time, and I remember Hive were there. Quite a lot of Minecraft YouTubers were there. I think that's the first time creators actually properly went. Obviously, you had the esports scene before, so people would have known people through the esports scene. But that's where it definitely grew in popularity from that point onwards. I really enjoyed it, though. It was the first time I met some of my favourite creators. So, like, LD Shadow Lady was there, Smallish Beans were there. There was people that aren't really too known now, and maybe they've even left, like Bebop Vox, he's off of YouTube now, but I met him there. There was the Nox crew, who are still kind of around. He's by Pedro and all of that. They were cool. It was good to meet all of them. But talking about meeting people, I was due to meet my first internet friend there. One of the first people that I properly talked to and wanted to meet up with was someone called Jake, and we were due to meet up there. Just like meet each other for the first time, actually get to know each other. But I was so nervous. I wanted to, but I was like, oh, I don't know, because you're meeting a stranger for the first time. You know what they say, stranger danger. But then I remember walking past him at one point, and I was like, God, that's Jake. He is real. He is who he says he is. But I still didn't really want to go and approach him. And I think it was Jake anyway. I'm pretty sure it was.
Did you not say hello?
No! We were just like, oh, I can't find each other, I can't find you. And at one point, I thought I saw him, and I said to him, I think I saw you walk past at the entrance, but I don't know. And then, we never actually met, so I still haven't met Jake to this day, but I was just so nervous.
Jake, if you're out there, Fraser wants to meet you.
Yeah, come on down to Insomnia. I go to every single one, you're not going to miss me.
He might have a different accent nowadays, though.
Yeah, I'm less Bristolian now.
Yeah.
I used to be proper Bristolian when I started YouTube. If you goes back to my first videos, I was like, hello guys, I'm IVexSHD, but you can call me Fraser, and welcome to a Minecraft video with my friend Brandon. I just sounded like a bloody pirate all the time.
You did.
No,
Do you know
I'm
what's
not a
weird,
pirate.
though?
What's that?
You saying about Insomnia 49, that was the first Insomnia I was ever going to go to, and I missed it.
How come?
I found out about it the day before, and I think if you look through my Twitter hard enough, you'll find me send a tweet saying something like, oh, me and my friend really want to go, but there's no tickets available, or something like that. And I was literally going to travel up. It was in Telford, wasn't it? It was.
Yeah. It was quite an interesting layout. I mean, I kind of missed that style of Insomnia at the same time, because I feel like this was before it went very corporate. It's definitely so corporate now since Game acquired multiplayer and turned it into Player One events or something like that.
It's
such a corporate event now. But when I first went up, there was a hall dedicated to BYOC, which still exists now, but you could freely go in and out. It didn't matter. There were also panels going on in different rooms as well. As well as that, there was like a mini tournament stage. There were like 4 stages. The main stage, the mini tournament stage, the discussion stage, and then there's also the conference rooms, which had panels in, as well as like official sit-down signings, not just in the expo hall. And I really miss it because it was so chilled out. And there wasn't an insane amount of vendors. Like, you always go to these NEC conferences now, and you always see that massive T-shirt stall. You always see, like, the same people with their Top Gear simulators or whatever. But back then, there wasn't any of that. It was just people who were there to promote the joys of gaming. And I really enjoyed that, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah, I get that. I think that's the difference as well with like the first Insomnias and stuff. It seemed like it was more of a come and play our games sort of thing, but nowadays there's a lot more stalls and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't.
And
I mean,
like
there's something.
shows.
Yeah, there's some things now which are a lot better than the old days. Like, there wasn't any big companies like Nintendo or Sony showing their latest releases.
Oh yeah, that's
I do
amazing.
love the Nintendo stalls.
The Nintendo ones are great, I think, because you get to like. I don't know, I think their staff are like also really friendly, which is quite like bonus. I mean, one of them when we went, I think it was Insomnia 60 maybe.
60 rings a bell. I think I know what you're going to say already.
Yeah, the one that was telling, I think it was me, Mads, and Piper and co. about torture methods or something
That's
like
it.
that.
He
What was that
a weird
about?
one. I wasn't there for that, as you said, but I remember you telling me about it, and it's kind of like, it's so chill. They are so chill.
But what? He then he thinks we're just there to have a chat with him, but we're there like wanting to line up. Apparently we're in the wrong line or something like that, and there was a line somewhere else for it. But
After
we're there
all
wanting
that.
to line up, and he's like, "Thought you wanted to talk to me." All right, mate. Yeah, we just wanted to know about your torture methods.
Where's the queue? Oh, you've been standing in the wrong line for 20 minutes, mate.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, you got a story out of it. That's one thing that you've never forgotten.
That's one thing I've never forgotten. That,
I mean,
and hemp oil.
hemp oil. Oh, tell me about this. What do you mean hemp oil?
So that exact same Insomnia, I think we went to this, it was when Wolverine came out. It was that Wolverine
Okay.
film. We went to the cinema, and it was in like Birmingham New Street. And
Right.
with that, we came out, and I don't think I was there at this point, but I was told about it because I think I went to like McDonald's or something like that to go and get like a drink. 'Cause I
Right.
was thirsty. And everyone was
you
like,
thirsty boy.
"Oh, there was this guy that came up to us, and he was like, 'Hey, you want to try some oil?' And whatever else."
What the hell?
Yeah, Birmingham's a bit of a dodgy place at night.
What happened after that?
No.
Well, at least you were direct about it. Did he try to say anything after that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I was there, but I remember being told it at least.
I-60, was that a winter one? Or was that a spring one? I feel
No,
like it
it was
wasn't
a spring
summer
one. It was a spring
Oh,
one.
wow.
It was like April sort of time.
Okay.
Maybe March?
Was it late or was it like during the day?
This was at night. This was like...
Oh, I was
I
going to
think
say,
we
someone
come out
like
of the
that
cinema
came out
at
during
1
the
a.m.,
day.
I think.
Bloody hell!
Yeah.
And
Cinema
that's when you went.
obviously is
Is that
round
when
the
you went to see
corner from the
Wolverine?
hotel. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, that's a scary experience. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it wasn't as in you got away with it fine. He didn't give you anything, but Birmingham's dodgy. I've only ever heard
Yes, I would
dodgy
like
things
to
about
have your
Birmingham.
oil, please.
I mean, there
Oil
are
that I
some
don't know
parts
where
of
it's
Birmingham.
been.
There are some parts of Birmingham which are really nice. Like the Bullring Shopping Centre is really nice. New Street is
Yeah.
generally really clean. And I went up to Birmingham for my birthday last year.
You did?
We went out for the night and we went to a place called The Alchemist,
Mhm.
which is a really fancy looking cocktail bar. They serve very scientific drinks and it's very visual as well. You're not just paying for the drink, you're paying for the show that comes with it. There's one where basically they heated up sugar on top of a Bunsen burner and turned it into caramel. They poured it into the drink, put in a cinnamon stick, and then also put in something else. And then they tilted it slightly over the Bunsen burner, and then it all just went up in flames. And it was such an incredible display, just for a drink. Just for a drink. And I've always loved that place. I mean, I'd recommend it to anyone if you can drink. It's such a nice place. It's just Birmingham itself, surrounding it, bit dodgy.
Yeah, just a little bit. That drink, though, are you sure that wasn't hemp oil that they poured into?
Well, I
It
mean, I
goes up
guess
in
if it
flames
was,
that
it was pretty
easily.
cheap, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, wow.
I do like Insomnia, though. I'm glad it's like in Birmingham now. I guess it's a much nicer area than Coventry.
Oh, God, yeah.
I
it's
do
a
miss
lot
like the
easier to get
arena in
to.
Coventry, but it's like right next to the station. It's good.
It's just so easy to get to now.
Yeah.
It's a pain in terms of prices and stuff, like... Oh, and food choices as well, because there's pretty much only Subways in
Subway.
the entirety of the
Spoons.
NEC. If you are a weekend ticket holder and you go the entire weekend without having a Subway, boy, I salute you, because that is literally the only lunch option. I mean, you've got spoons as well when it's not packed, but
To be
around
fair, whenever we
lunchtime...
seem to go, we usually like end up. We usually end up in spoons more than you'd expect.
I think we go there to not only to relax and get like a break from the convention center and everything, but also if we're there in advance and then we're chilling for an hour before it gets like peak dinner time, we've at least then got a table for when we do want
That's
dinner.
true. Yeah.
Although the last couple of Insomnias, we haven't really stayed in spoons, have we? We've
We kind of
done
wandered off
TGI's,
elsewhere.
Nando's, Gourmet Burger Co.
I do like going to those. They're nice. Like I think it's a good variety. But I think what we need to do for these Insomnias is just say, we're going here. Because everyone's just like,
yes.
I don't want to. I don't want to leave this room.
Just for
am
context.
the princess.
Just for context, we usually go with a group of about 10 people. Last time we had a penthouse room, and that was thanks to Aiden. Shout out to Aiden if you're listening. We were all hanging out in the penthouse, and everyone was like, well, what do we want to eat? And I said, well, I want to go Nando's on one day. We've also got TGI's. And then one night we were all like, oh yeah, let's order pizza. But the thing is, no one wanted to take responsibility with ordering all the pizza because it is a massive cost, and people want to pay both electronically and also in hard cash. But if you're paying online, obviously you want it all to be electronic.
yeah.
And it's difficult to find someone to lead the way. So we ended up not doing pizza. But
I think it's because it just comes to way too much. Because I remember I've had to do it once before. Because no one else had like the right funds in their account or something like that. It came to like 160 quid for pizza.
It's ridiculous.
I don't want to spend that on my card at the weekend when I'm already spending however much just on the hotels and stuff.
And it was similar to the pub quiz as well. Like, I usually take the hit for the pub quiz. The last couple of events, I've arranged the tables, and also got quite a few people some of the drinks from the BYOC area because you get it a lot cheaper there. And that really adds up, especially if you don't get paid straight away. So,
and especially when you get hard cash as well.
It's so difficult. That weekend is such a difficult weekend for finances. So I think what we should do this time, and advice to everyone else as well, if you have a massive group of friends, just say we're going here.
They'll go.
Just don't say, oh, should we go here or should we go here? Just say, right, TGI Fridays, Friday. Nando's, Saturday. Gourmet Burger Co., Sunday, just for an example. And then, you know, if you set it in
told
stone...
the whole audience where we're going for dinner every night. How could you?
I mean, TGI Fridays is probably accurate. I'm not sure about the other two.
To be fair, though, I think last time... I remember everyone was like... It was the same day we were ordering that pizza or whatever, and everyone was like,
I don't want to order it. I don't want to order it.
And I think I said, do you guys just want to go across the road? Because then at least there's like 10 things over there. We can go in one of them. And everyone just looked at me as if like they'd seen a ghost or something like that. And it's like, hello!
I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, I think you were the only one that responded.
Hungry.
Like, there's 10 of them, and they all just look at you, and it's like, yes?
You only get this struggle if you have a big group. It's never a personal thing. It's more of everyone wants everyone to be happy, so it's so difficult because you want to make sure that everyone else is pleased as well as yourself. And that's always the struggle. So I think setting things in stone and then saying, right, we're going here. If you don't want to come here, you don't need to. There's a big enough group for us to divide off and go to different places. So I think that's a good bit of advice for both ourselves and everyone else.
Pretty much, yeah.
I love Nando's.
Thanks, Fraser. We're not sponsored though. I'm glad.
That was such a second topic there. I love Nando's. I do.
That was the second topic of the podcast, everyone.
Nando's. And that's literally where it ends as well. Although, saying that, talking about Nando's now that we're on the topic, do you know your Nando's order before you even walk in?
Well, I don't really go to Nando's that often, so...
Fair enough. Well, I go enough for me to know that I'm going to want butterfly chicken.
Oh, look at you with your butterfly chicken. Oh.
I always want butterfly chicken. The last time I went to Nando's was with Aiden when we went to the cinema. And I tried hot for the first time. Usually I go for medium and then I put on the extra hot sauce on top because the extra hot sauce isn't extra hot at all. It's actually quite nice. Mm-hmm. So I tried hot for the first time, see what it resulted in. And it's very similar to the extra hot sauce. So the extra hot sauce is just hot. I don't want to try extra hot this time. But I think my new baseline is hot because I like spicy food. Do you like spicy food?
Not really.
Do you not like it at all? What's your level of spice, would you say? Like, what's the most
very
you would
minimal.
Go? You don't like spice at all?
You know, I think the spiciest I'll go is the Red Monster Munch.
Right, okay. So are you like a mild curry guy?
Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of curry, though.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not like a massive fan of like much. I'm a very
You're fussy.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm very fussy. I think that's the right word.
What the hell just happened there?
I dropped something.
Oh dear.
But
it did sound like
I'm
it's
very
smashed.
fussy. That's like the one thing that I can say. I am under a table if I sound weird.
You do sound a bit weird, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, I'm a very fussy person, so I wouldn't say that I'm like one to eat a lot.
What did you drop there?
Harmonica.
Oh. Oh, you used it and then you abused it. What's going on?
I was just spinning it in my hands and I dropped it. I tend to, like, whenever I'm talking, I tend to, like, do something with my hands just because I feel like it's something to do, you know?
Oh, tell me about it. I've got a bottle of Yop here, which is a yogurt drink for those of you that don't know.
Yop!
I absolutely love Yop. I only really get it at Tesco, like when I get a meal deal, just because it's a variety from having Coke all the time. And the amount of times I've reached for the bottle, not just to drink it, but just to pick it up and use it as like an expression tool. It's like, you can't see us, obviously, because this is audio, but like if I'm talking with like an expression and going, oh yeah, it's all about this, then I'm moving the Yacht bottle to the side as if like I'm, gesturing with the bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, yeah, that's definitely a common trait with me, fiddling with things whilst I'm talking.
Yeah, it's good though.
It is.
We got another topic, Fraser.
Go for it.
As well as like everything Insomnia, obviously we meet all of our internet friends there. We got a bunch. I mean, me and Fraser met at Minecon.
Yes. Oh wow, Minecon. That was such an event for me. It was the first time for a lot of things. It was the first time traveling by myself on the train. First time navigating the underground by myself. First time meeting up with internet friends properly. So there was you, obviously. You were with a friend called Elliot at the time. There was also Callum. There was also Kirsten and Piper. We met Kirsten and Piper for the first time. Real Squig and Piper Games at the time. As well as multiple other people. And that was a massive first. I mean, going to Minecon was crazy in itself. I was a panelist, and that was the first time I ever hosted a panel, did a public speaking talk in front of people that I'd never talked to. And also being treated as a VIP at an event, that was a massive first there. And not only that, I think the pinnacle, doubt you'd ever listen, but the pinnacle of it was definitely all of us meeting David Hewlett.
Oh, he was lovely. I loved him.
He was an amazing guy. He was
so sweet.
Yeah, he was so chilled out. He had his son with him, and he was the moderator of our panel. So that's how we got in contact with him. It wasn't just, oh, David Hewlett, can I have a pic, please? He was the moderator of our panel, so we had like chats before, and then we met up for the first time there on the day before our panel. And he was just such a chill guy. I really, really enjoyed just being around him. He's got such a bubbly and positive vibe to him. And I think he definitely made things a lot less tense as well, I'd say. I mean, the tension probably wasn't there for you.
It wasn't there for me. I was just sat in the audience, but
I was so nervous on the Sunday. But he was so chilled out. He's talking to everyone in the green room, and it gave me the confidence to talk to other people as well. And I just loved him. David, if you're listening, I love you. You were such an amazing person to be around, and I miss talking to you.
Future wife, if you're out there, I love you. You're such a good person to be around.
What if you're getting married and then they're not a good person to be around? Then you're just lying at this stage.
Fuck you, wife.
Oh no!
I'm kidding. You might have to bleep that out, to be honest. I don't know what Spotify's like. It might put an explicit rating on it.
I think we can swear, but I'll probably
fuck.
I'll probably just blank it just for the sake of being safe. And
we'll do it for the first episode, see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, we have talked about gambling, alcohol, and all of that.
I mean, to be
so
fair, this has probably already got an explicit rating anyway, so we might as well just leave it in now.
I mean, the goal is really to just be so chill with it. We've talked about so many stories. We went through like a list of notes that we could do at the beginning of this podcast. So things that we could talk about and little talking points. We've literally only really talked about Insomnia and internet friends and stuff. And that's like section 1. We've got 2 other sections that we could fall back to, but I don't think we're going to have enough time because we're almost at the half-hour mark already. Do like
part of it.
Should we talk about your rock bands one? Because I know you mentioned earlier on today, and you tweeted this out on Twitter as well, that if you think about it, MCR has been like the biggest band since like 2000-ish, and nothing's really succeeded them.
It's really weird. Like, you think about it. I mean, go back to like 1960s or something like that. The Beatles, or like 70s or something like that. The Beatles were the biggest band. Everyone knew them. You could say like, "Hey Jude," and everyone knows what it is. Yeah? Or like, I don't know, I can't remember any of the other songs. "Help! I need somebody!" And stuff like that.
And they live on to this day, though. Like, they're still
the music
so
still goes.
today.
Everyone knows it. Like, even, like, young kids know it. They're obviously, a lot of the older generation are more Beatles and whatever else. But you think about, like, bands and stuff. The biggest, like, rock band in this century, and, like, since... There's been nothing since, really. And the biggest rock band in this century is probably My Chemical Romance. Obviously, you've got some other bands. I mean... Obviously, there's solo artists as well, for example. You got Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, and whatever else, but they're just
solo
one person
artists. They
with a
come and
background.
go all the time. You've got, I mean, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande. They've definitely stuck around for quite a while, and they're really succeeding in what they're doing. But then you've got like your one-hit wonders. Like I think Harry Styles broke off. He broke off from One Direction.
He did.
But I haven't really heard about him that much.
He did one song, and it was called "Sign of the Times," I think, which was actually quite good. Like I'm not a fan of One Direction or anything like that. I think,
No.
but I think his song, his like first proper solo song or whatever, was decent, and it got a really good response. I'm pretty sure. But you look back at like One Direction and stuff, it like were they five members?
There were 5 of them, yeah. I can't remember
so
their names.
Originally, it was just 5 separate members, like, and I think they all went on to the X Factor. I think it was the X Factor. They
The
all
X
went on to
Factor starting off, yeah.
But like they all went on as solo artists at the time, and then they got put into a group.
And that made them like icons. They were
Yeah.
at a peak for such a long time. And then what was it? Was it Niall that left?
I think it was Harry that left.
I think
I'm pretty sure he
I
was
can't
one that
remember.
left first.
I'm
Well,
gonna
they don't
quickly
exist
search this.
anymore, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's weird. My Chemical Romance seems to be the one band that like is the biggest since 2000, really, in my opinion. Like,
Oh, it was
I don't know.
Malik.
Malik.
No, not Malik. Zayn Malik.
Zayn
I saw Malik
Malik
and I was like, that doesn't sound like anyone.
Screw
Zayn Malik was
you,
the first
Zayn
person to
Malik.
leave.
It's weird. I don't know. I feel the My Chemical Romance thing is definitely like, it seems like some other artists just haven't pushed it enough, if that makes sense. Like, there was Black Veil Brides or whatever. They could have probably been the next like biggest rock band or whatever, but they kind of just fucked it up a lot when they like took their makeup off and split up for a couple of years. And I think they lost it with that. But like I was watching a thing earlier, Kids React on Fine Bros channel.
to
Yeah.
viral videos.
That one.
This episode, Charlie bit my finger. Yeah. Oh no, he
But
bit
I was
his
watching
finger.
it, and they did one recently on My Chemical Romance. Kids React to My Chemical Romance, and
How many of them said, who are they?
all of them at the beginning except 2.
Okay.
I think there's 10 kids or something like that on each week or something like that,
Right.
or maybe 9. So 2 out of 9, 2 out of 10. That's a good odd. That's a fifth, roughly. I think we'll go with that. That's a fifth, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Like, you go through all their songs, and then you get to the Black Parade, which was obviously their biggest song, their biggest album.
Such an iconic song.
Every single kid that was watching it knew the song.
It's so iconic. It lives down through the years.
That says something, doesn't it, straight away? As
It
soon
does.
as even a kid knows that song. I mean, obviously we know the song because it was during our generation.
Yeah.
But, like, you look at the kids and stuff from then, and that's, like, even now, like, I think one of the kids on there was 4 and they knew the song.
That's so impressive.
So 2015, what's that? I think that's actually like 2 years after they split 2015. But still, like, a 2-year-old would know the song, technically. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I,
I mean, I
might
guess
be
the
wrong.
parents will need to influence it. They can't just be like, oh, I'm going to search for My Chemical Romance. That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
But, you know, if their parents are still playing it and it's being passed down through the generations, that says something about who they were and the song itself.
And that like makes sense, doesn't it? Because obviously the people that listened to it back then are now becoming parents. I know that I don't want to get this wrong, but I know I'm going to get it very wrong. My dad's, I'm going to say my niece. I'm not sure. I might be wrong. She has a
Okay.
kid now. She's older than me. I know, it's a weird thing. Apparently I'm an uncle or whatever, and I'm younger. I don't get it. Shut up.
Okay.
It's like my dad's stepdaughter or something like that. Stepdaughter's daughter.
Stepdaughter.
Stepdaughter's daughter. Does that make sense?
So, your stepsister's
Daughter.
daughter.
Yeah.
which makes you a step uncle.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
But I'm younger. She's 20 something at this. I think she's 24 or 25.
Okay.
She used to go to. She was into all these bands and whatever else back then. I mean, I was as well, but she was like heavily into them to the point of going to the concert, chasing the car as soon as it arrived, or like chasing the car when it was leaving, for example, from Wembley Arena and biggest shows and whatever else. And she has a kid now.
Wow.
So it shows that like the kids from like, or like the kids or the teenagers from that sort of time have kids, and they're probably showing the songs off to these people. These people are gonna form our future. That's not what I wanted to say, but it's close enough to what I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I'm getting you.
But like, I did a little bit of research before this as well, and I had to look at like the biggest bands of the 21st century, and there's like a few that stood out to me quite a bit. The Black Keys, do you know who they are?
The name rings a bell, however, like, I don't think I listened to them.
Do you know the song Gold on the Ceiling?
Also rings a bell, but
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know it, but I don't know it.
They were ranked number 10, the 10th most
Wow.
popular band of the 21st century. And to me, I didn't really know many of their songs until like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So to be ranked number 10, it kind of says quite a bit, like, you're not going to know who they are. Do you know the Yeah Yeah Yeahs?
Do you know what? No.
The Yeah Yeah Yeahs. You will know it. You will know it. It's they have a song. It goes. I'm gonna quickly remind myself. Give me a sec.
Totally prepared for this one. Oh! At first I was like, that's the Rude Sandstorm, Kai. But no, I know what you're about. Yeah.
That one, yeah. So, that's one of their songs. They were ranked number 9. I think that's the only song of theirs I know. I didn't even know their name.
I couldn't tell you any of their other songs because I don't think I've heard of the group before.
I couldn't even tell you the song name.
Now I could put that song to the name now. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay, Kings of Leon was ranked number 8.
Of course, everyone knows Kings of Leon.
A biggest one of theirs, obviously, Sex is on Fire.
I'm not going to go any further than that, but yeah.
So that makes sense.
Okay.
You'll know who they are, roughly. The
Yeah.
top one on this whole list, which kind of surprises me, because the whole list didn't even include, like, My Chemical Romance or Muse or anything like that. I mean, Muse are obviously multi-genred, so that doesn't surprise me. But the top one was Queens of the Stone Age.
Who?
Queens of the Stone Age. You'll recognise, like, one song, maybe two, probably.
Okay, I'll have to have a look at that then. Do you know what? No. For me, no. For number 1, I can't believe I don't recognise it.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by it being number 1, I'll be honest. Like, you could probably mention the names of the bands. Some people might know who they are. Some people might know their songs. As soon as you mention a band like MCR, everyone will know who they are.
I think most of it, for me, is if you can tell me a song made by this band, then chances are I will recognise them instantly. Like, yes, had no clue. Heads will roll. Yes, I know exactly what you're on about.
Yeah.
Gold on Ceiling, recognise the song. So, yeah, I could also, I can tie the band name to that song now.
Do you know Go With The Flow? No One Knows?
Is that a song?
There's 2 songs, both by Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh, Go With The Flow. Right, I thought that was just one song you were saying there. I was going to say Go With The Flow. Yes, I recognise the song name.
Yeah, that's by Queens of the Stone Age.
Oh. Wow, this is
weird
educational.
though. I feel like the one band that really is like the biggest band right now probably is probably the Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe they're still going, to be honest, but they're doing really, really well.
They're in England at the moment.
Oh, good.
They did, yeah. A secret show in London the other day.
What?
It was Dave Grohl.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember their keyboard player's name. I think his name is Izzy. I might be wrong.
Right.
And Rick Astley.
No way!
Yep. A secret show in London. And it was on Friday night, and I was like, how did I not know of this? I would have gone straight away!
Because it was secret.
Yeah, but how did the people that went know?
Private invite only, probably signed an NDA.
Maybe, I don't know. But, like, I think the Foo Fighters are the biggest band right now. They're headlining everywhere. They sell out every single stadium show they're doing across the whole world. Everyone knows their songs. Obviously, they're not a 21st century band. They started in, like, the 1990s.
Still iconic. They're still iconic, though.
Yeah, they've got, like, albums coming out still. I think their latest album was, like, 2 years ago or something like that. Maybe a year ago. I can't remember now.
But and with that...
I think that's about it today.
Yeah, wow. So we said we're going to do a 30-minute podcast. The first episode, bonus for it being number one, 40-minute podcast.
Minutes.
Bloody hell. We only covered 2 of the 3 sections that we have written down.
I think we got through quite a nice little chunk, though. We had, like, a nice little story time. Hope everyone enjoyed it. And
that's exactly what we wanted from this. Story times, personal experiences, things we're passionate about. Like, you're really passionate about rock and music and in general.
Yeah.
So it's just good to, you know... share these things, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it as well. Of course, let us know. Give us a tweet. I'm not sure. I don't think Spotify has any social options.
It doesn't, no.
So give us a tweet. Let us know what you thought of the first episode. Of course, go follow us if you haven't already at Stuck in the Podcast on Twitter.
And if you want to follow our like actual personal Twitters as well, mine is at Kai Ross-Best. Fraser's
mine's at IVexusHD. Or well, you know, our links will be in the bios for the main Twitter, of course, Stuck in the Podcast, so go click on that there. I guess we'll see you next week. We aim to do this weekly. Of course, time will tell how well we stick to that schedule. But we aim to do this weekly, so assuming it all goes to plan, thank you all for listening, and we will see you on the next episode next week of I'm Stuck in the Podcast!
Bye, bitches.